Hey, it's Greg with Key West Spice Company, and we are back today with one of my favorite little easy meals. Easy if you just include the cook time, not the catching time. It is Florida lobster season. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
So I went out today and was able to catch our limit of lobsters. So we've got 2 tails, and Florida lobsters, for those that don't know, we only eat the tail. I'm going to also show you something about the Florida lobster, the difference between a male and a female lobster. This is a male lobster. It doesn't have little extra tentacles. You see right there, it's got extra little tentacles. Those are not tentacles, but the little claws. Those little tiny claws are for holding the eggs. So that this would all be bunched up if she was pregnant with eggs. She's not. It is against the law to take a egg-bearing female lobster, but that's what those claws are for, is to hold the eggs. So male lobster, female lobster.
Well, all right.
Is there a taste difference? No. So what we're going to do with these lobsters is we've already wrung them, we've already cleaned out the intestinal tract, and this is going to require a little bit of patience, a little bit of practice. And if you don't feel comfortable using this technique, you can use a pair of heavy-duty shears and cut straight down the shell, and then use your knife to cut it, or we can use the knife like that, and you can see it is kind of difficult. So I'm going to cut, and I'm not cutting all the way through. I am just going to cut enough that I can go like that with it, and it's got its own nice little dish. So we got the first one done. And again, if you take a pair of heavy-duty shears, you could just snip right down that. A little bit safer for those that don't want to use the knife technique, but you do need to use the knife technique to cut through the flesh. So there we go. A nice little dish for it also. So I'm going to quickly wash my hands here because, again, we're using raw seafood. Anytime you're using raw seafood, we want to make sure that we use hot water and soap to get our hands nice and clean. And should get those clean. Take a rag, paper towel. Now I've got a little bit of melted butter here. That's about about 2/3 of a stick. We're going to use that melted butter when we're cooking. But we've got our Captain's Blend seasoning. Yum yum. This is, I keep telling people, this is such an all-around seasoning mix. So we're just going to go ahead and sprinkle that on the top of the lobster, just like that. So easy. And that's it. What we're going to do is, once we get them on the grill, I'll pour a little bit of butter on them. These will go on a medium heated grill for about 3 minutes aside. The big thing you don't want to do with lobster is you don't want to overcook it. If you overcook it, it's going to dry out. It's going to be kind of chewy and nasty. Nice Florida lobster is a great sweet meat. Wonderful. I always tell people it reminds me of a giant shrimp tail. So if you love shrimp, you're probably going to love the Florida lobster. Captain's Blend on it. You can also use the key lime. You can use the southernmost. You can use any of our seasonings for this. A lot of people just will use garlic and butter. This is a way to amp things up a little bit. So as soon as I get these on the grill, we'll bounce off and show you how they're cooking up on the grill, and they get that nice red coloring to them. So we'll be right back very shortly. So I am back out here at the grill, and someday I am going to be out here cooking when it is not dark out. For those of you who can remember the pool, it's a little bit not as full as it was before. Anyway, so we've got these lobsters are coming along very nicely. Let me switch hands here so that I can get a good flip on this. What I'm going to do, you can see the meat is starting to pull away from the edges, and that's what you're looking for. So I'm just going to turn these over a second and just do a little bit. Those are looking real good. That one's got a little bit more to go on that side. You can see the coloring is not quite there yet. This one is about done. So we're gonna shut this lid real quick and give them about 2 or 3 more minutes tops, no more than that, and they'll be ready for eating. So we've got the lobsters back inside. You can tell they're nice and juicy still. They're not overly dried out, still hot to the touch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plate those up, and you see how the lobster meat is actually pulling away right here from the shell. That's telling me it is cooked, ready to go. This one's pulling away a little bit also. So that's a good thing. So we're gonna go ahead and put one of those on that plate and one on this plate. And one of the things that I truly love with this is, you notice that tater tots. I love tater tots. I love tater tots for this meal because what we're gonna do is we're gonna drizzle some of that butter over top of the, and then we're gonna drizzle a little bit of that butter over top of those tater tots too. And then a little bit more, because you can never have, it's like bacon, you can never have too much butter. Of course, my cardiologist says it differently. Anyway, we have some side dish butter here also. So we have Captain's Blend, Florida Lobster, with tater tots and butter. Woohoo, what a deal, what a meal. So, as always, what are we gonna do? We're gonna like and subscribe to our channel. Donna's dying to get me dancing. Not gonna happen because we don't have those 100 likes 100 views in the time frame allotted, which is 1 week from when the video is posted. So if you wanna make that happen, best way to do it is to like and subscribe and leave us a couple comments too. We love comments. But again, thank you so much for viewing, and thanks so much for supporting us. And to get the spices, www.keywestspicecompany.com, or check online for a retailer close to you.
Where did she go?
She is in her bed.
Say goodnight, everybody. Oh, good night, Cozy.